Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Today I have a Solana video for you guys. As you know, Solana is absolutely going crazy, it's skyrocketing. I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. All right, so the whole crypto market cap is up, 2% in the last 24 hours. We're almost to 1.5 trillion as of this recording. I'm recording this on Friday night, Friday evening. So basically, we're almost to the halfway point of what the total market cap got for the last bull run, and we're not even in the bull run yet. This is absolutely crazy and a very, very good sign for the upcoming bull run. I can't wait till we get into the real bull run. I think, this is just my opinion. I think we're in like a mini bull run, kind of like we've had in the previous cycles, where we go up, almost 50% or so, or even past 50% of the previous all-time high, and then we get a big correction down before the halving or shortly after the halving before we take off in the real bull run. So, I wanted to talk to you about some things about Solana in this video, and just let you know my thoughts on whether you should buy or sell right now or take profits, or what's going to happen with Solana over the coming months, because everybody's really just going crazy on Solana right now, and I want you to think smart and be smart about your decisions. So here I am. I'm going to let you know exactly what I'm doing with my Solana right now. Some people might get pissed off at me for sharing this and saying this or doing this and saying, Dean, you shouldn't do that, you're wrong, blah, 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 blah. It's my money, guys. It's my portfolio. And I'm going to do what I want to do and what I think is best for me. And you should do the exact same for you. Don't worry about what others have to say. So let's dive into it here. We're looking at the Solana chart here as of this recording. It's at $57 here, just absolutely flying up. And if we look at the history here, if we go back here, there's some resistance here at this $60 mark. And then once it broke through there, it shot up to, pretty much, like 80 some dollars before it started climbing up here. As far as resistance level is probably going to be somewhere in this, or there's going to be high resistance, but we do have some resistance here. So whether it punched through, right here we peaked out when we got rejected too in this 58, right around $58 or so. But here it just kind of slammed right through it, and then we took a little breather and we slammed through it again. But that was the bull run. This is just crazy what Solana's doing here. So it's $60, I think, is going to be a high rejection point for this. But if it smashes through $60, it could jump up to the $80 or $100 fairly easily. Not a lot of resistance in that area. But here I am. I bought Solana at well under $20. And I know that we're still early in this cycle. We're 6 months from the halving here. So what am I going to do? I got an order in to take some profits on my Solana again, because I'm going to be smart this bull run, and I'm going to take my profits out. Some people think that I'm stupid maybe for selling my Solana this early, because it's going to go to $200, $400, $500. Some people think $1,000. But as early as we are in this cycle, we're not going to just keep going here. We're going to get a big correction at some point, whether that's after Solana hits $60, $80, $100, whatever it is, we're going to get a big correction at some point. So I'm going to make sure that I'm taking out profits now before we get that correction. And profit is profit, guys. You cannot predict what Solana is going to do before we get a correction. And I'm going to show you a clip from my Solana video here a long time ago. All right, Solana, as you can see, it's currently at $15.54. It's been down, it was around like $22 recently. And then with this SEC FUD and delisting on Coinbase, and also the delisting on Robinhood, has really affected the price of Solana. So it's had about almost a 30% correction or so, 14 days, about 29% correction. And I know a lot of people are selling their Solana. They're fearful about what the SEC is going to do with declaring it a security. But those of us who know about the FUD that can happen in the crypto space and believe in these projects, we're not selling, we're buying, and that's what I'm continuing to do. I picked up some Solana in this dip, and I'm going to pick up more as soon as I get more funds to put in, because I really believe in this project, and I don't think it's going anywhere, and I'll show you some reasons for that in just a few minutes. And as you can see, guys, when Solana was in that $14 to $15 range, I was telling people, while everybody's scared about Solana, we're buying. And that's exactly what I've been preaching on this channel for months, is you buy when nobody else is interested in the coins. You buy in the red and you sell in the green. Take your profits out. I'm going to be taking out some profits if we hit $59, and we're at $57 right now. Maybe that by the time this video comes out, we'll have hit $59. Maybe we're going to smash through $59. I don't know, but I'm taking some profits out. I'm up over 3x on my Solana right now, so I think it's time to take some profits out. This article here I wanted to cover with you guys. They covered this at the Breakpoint conference, but I haven't had a chance to really cover it on my channel yet. There's a lot of stuff from the Breakpoint conference that I want to cover on Solana over the coming weeks, but I'm just going to break it down to you a little bit at a time here. So this article here talks about Solana data goes live on Google Cloud BigQuery. At Breakpoint 2022 in Lisbon, Google Cloud announced that it was adding Solana data to the BigQuery public dataset program. BigQuery is Google Cloud's serverless and cost-effective data warehouse with a built-in machine learning, artificial intelligence, and business intelligence that provides insights at a scale. As of today, the Solana dataset is now available on the BigQuery, so you can actually go check it out on your phone, really, on Google Cloud. So the Solana ecosystem is growing rapidly, generating new innovations, data, and insights each day. Executive Director of the Solana Foundation said Dan Albert, with its tremendous growth comes an increasing need for the Solana community and the Web3 industry at large to have a fast and easy access to the insights and data produced on our network. And we're proud that the foundation has helped Google Cloud make Solana more accessible, transparent, and open. The Google Cloud BigQuery is a resource that allows anyone, from developers to entrepreneurs to legacy enterprises, to access archival data and analytical insights. Google Cloud has been advancing its support for the broader blockchain ecosystem for some time and expanded its services to additional blockchains last month. Users can reference a wealth of blockchain data and a query number in the chains to answer complex questions regarding transactions, minted NFTs, and more. Google Cloud's BigQuery data is ecosystem-wide effort, and new use cases are already emerging. For example, multi-chain NFT marketplace Floor is leveraging BigQuery to analyze Solana NFTs sold on their platform to Google Cloud BigQuery. So another positive thing for Solana that they're getting on the Google Cloud, so it's more transparent for pretty much everyone out there, businesses and users alike, that they'll be able to see what's actually going on with the Solana blockchain on Google Cloud. So really cool of Google to announce this at the summit this year for Solana, and just constantly more and more adoption coming in for Solana, and that's why I think they're doing so fantastic right now. There's been a lot going on with Solana this year. They fixed their network issues, they've dramatically increased their speed, and now they're going to be even more stable and more secure, and just a lot of things that are going on with Solana that I think is going to push it likely above that XRP market cap at some point this bull run, and they're going to be starting to knock on Ethereum's door, I think, by 2030. So that's just my opinion on Solana. I think it is going to be, the top blockchain of this upcoming bull run, and I just am very impressed with what they're doing, and that's why I've been so bullish on Solana this whole year. I've been covering it on my channel. I don't want to just cover, strictly Solana on the channel, because there's a lot of coins that I can be discussing and not just Solana. While Solana is currently my biggest holding, I'm not married to it. I'm going to do what's best for my portfolio, and at $59, I'm going to sell a large chunk of my Solana, because if you 10x that, that's $590. That would be a $590 for it to 10x from here. And I don't see that as a likely scenario. I see it as a possible scenario for Solana, but my predictions on Solana are like $250 to $400 for the upcoming bull run. Sure, it could hit $590, but it may not. Well, I can take that profit, wait for a correction, and I can either reinvest that into Solana if we get a correction on it, or I can buy into some other good project that is going to get it at least a 10x in the upcoming bull run, and I'll guarantee myself just about, nothing's guaranteed 100% in crypto, but I'll increase my odds dramatically of getting a 10x out of that money, where if I just leave it in Solana right now, my odds of a 10x are definitely dwindling from this price point at currently at $57. So keep that in mind, guys. You know, we're still early. I'm going to go to the Bitcoin rainbow chart here. And here we are, you know, we're coming up into this green zone like I said we could come up into. And we might, you know, with Bitcoin get up into this light green zone or possibly into the yellow zone before we come down. My guess is we're going to get up into this top of this dark green area or into the light green area and then come down either before the halving or shortly after the halving before we take off into the real bull market. So I want to take profits out on the way up, guys. That's my strategy. As you can see in the past here, I guarantee you everybody thought in here that we're starting another bull run and then we got this big correction. Now, it wouldn't have come down all the way this far. This is from COVID, but we likely would have got down into the bottom of this green area before we took off again in the bull run. So keep that in mind. This happens in these previous cycles. You know, we get these bullish periods and then we come back down. So even here we did it twice. We came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down. But, you know, I'm just going to be smart about it and take out some profits on the way up. You know, I'm not 100% married to Solana. I think it's going to do fantastic in the bull run, and I think it's going to be one of the biggest contenders in the bull run. But from this point, this price point to its peak in the bull run, I can take this money out now and reinvest that in something that's going to give me more gains than from where Solana is at now into the peak of it in the bull run. And if you think it's going to get over, you know, $590, well, that's possible, but it's not probable at this point. So if we were still down in the, you know, $30, $40 range, I'd say, yeah, it's pretty probable that we could get up into $300 to $400 range. But we're starting to get up into that point with Solana where a 10x from here, the chances of it are not in the likely zone, they're in the probable zone where it's probability. But, you know, I'm going to be conservative and be safe and smart with my money. I'm going to take these profits out and I'm going to wait for a bloody bath in the market, and we're going to have some kind of big correction at some point here, whether it's a few weeks from now or a few months from now. We're going to get a correction. Everybody's bullish here. If we go to the Fear and Greed Index now, we're in the 70s now, and it's just been creeping up. And pretty soon we're going to be, you know, probably getting up into the 80 to 90s if Bitcoin gets over 40,000. And then you're going to likely see some kind of big correction happen. Now, maybe Bitcoin gets to 48,000 before we get a big correction. I don't know, but I'm not going to wait for that magic number. Like I've always told you guys, I'm going to take profits out on the way up. And I would not wait for any magic numbers because anything could happen anytime. You know, it's just an unpredictable market. Crypto's very volatile, so be careful. While other people are buying Solana right now, those of us who are smart and bought it under $20 are going to be dumping on you right now, and we're going to be taking our profits while you're buying towards the top. And when we get a correction, these people are going to be crying that they're in the negative, and you know they should have been buying under $20. So am I saying you shouldn't buy Solana right now? Well, it depends on your long-term view. Solana's definitely going to get higher than where it is now, in my opinion, than in the bull run than where it's at now. But how high is it going to get? That's the question. So if you're okay with holding longer term, you know, and risking that we could get a correction, you know, it's okay to buy right now. Long term, you're going to win with Solana, in my opinion. But I'm not telling you to go buy Solana, and I'm not telling you to take profits on Solana. You do what's best for you guys and what you think is the smartest decision for you and your portfolio. I'm going to do what's best for me and what I think is best for my portfolio. So do the same for you. Don't copy what I'm doing just because I'm doing it and you think that I'm smarter than you. I'm not any smarter than you. I just think that this is what is best for me and my portfolio. So with that said, guys, sure, Solana, you know, it could go up to, you know, by the time this video comes out, it could be up to $59, could be $65. I don't know what it's going to be at. We're at a really big green candle here, so that's, you know, that's a good sign that we're probably going to start coming back down soon. So we'll have to see what happens by the time this video comes out. I'm kind of hoping we hit that $59 mark and I take my profits out, and then I'm just going to wait and see what happens for a while before I deploy it. I'm going to try to deploy it at a good time in the market where there's blood in the streets and nobody wants to buy and everybody's scared. That's the best time to buy, guys. Don't be chasing green candles because you're going to get burned. Just keep in mind, guys, this market is very volatile and we could get a correction at any time or we could keep going. Nobody knows for sure. So I'm going to be safe and take my profits out on the way up. And that's the main thing. Profit is profit. People can say, oh, I'm the smartest person in the world because I held it till this dollar amount. What they don't tell you is they when they diamond hand something and write it to zero, and that happens more often than not. The smart people are going to take out their profits on the way up while others are buying towards the top. And that's the mistake I made in the last bull run is buying towards the top, and then I get a big correction and I get dumped on. I'm not letting that happen to me this time around. So just going to be careful with what I'm doing, guys. So I appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. Please give this video a quick like. Let me know in your comments below your predictions for Solana by the end of the year. If you think it's going to keep going to $100 or more, or if you think we're going to get a correction, what you think Solana could do by the end of November and by the end of the year and so on, what you think it's going to do, and if we're going to get a big correction or not in the market. So really appreciate you guys that watch my channel. Don't forget, I do have the Telegram group that's free, and I do have my membership Discord. To get into basic membership, it's only $9.99 a month currently for the first 100 members. That is filling up pretty quickly. And with that subscription through the Patreon, you're going to get an entry into the $5,000 portfolio giveaway. We're going to vote on in the Discord which coins we're going to put in the $5,000 portfolio. I'm going to invest $5,000 into that portfolio, and I'm going to give it away to the Discord members. So make sure you jump in there if that's something you're interested in. For $9.99 a month, there's a lot of benefits to that. You also get access to seed round and pre-ICO investments with a venture capital company that I'm partnered with. So there's other benefits that come with it as well. But it really is, the main thing is to help support my channel and keeps us going here. So thank you for the Patreon Discord members for supporting my channel and the Discord members in general. And that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Tell me what you need, tell me what you need, tell me.